just tell him I rose up. I'm a survivor. Fight for my life. Coming back stronger. I will rise. I'm a survivor. Fight for my life. Coming back stronger.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to my official EFL Championship predictions for the upcoming 2025-26 season. Before we get into the video guys, please be sure to smash a like on today's video and also hit the subscribe button. We are now 3 subscribers away from that 250 subscriber mark, so please do get involved. It does really mean a lot to me and it does really help, and subscribing is completely free. You don't have to pay anything, you just have to click the red button and that's all you do. And yeah, let's get straight into the predictions, so shall we? Right guys, kicking off with the 3 teams that I've got going down from the Championship to League One. In 24th place, I've got Sheffield Wednesday. In 23rd place, I've got Hull City. And in 22nd place, I've got Oxford United. Starting out with my last places in 24th, Sheffield Wednesday. Now I think at this point, this one is pretty self-explanatory. This club is currently in a really poor state at the moment. Very poor situation for Sheffield Wednesday with the current owner, and you know, I feel really sorry for the fans. They're the ones who have to sit through this and watch their club go downhill with an owner that doesn't like to pay the players. He doesn't like to do things for the fans. He just wants to do things for himself and himself only. And I think that is a really poor way of running the club, you know. You have to play the players, you have to do things that the fans want to see, you know. And yeah, I've got these guys down in 24th because, you know, Danny Roll has just left the club now, so they are in huge danger of being in massive trouble next season, and I think they're going to go down in last place. Sorry Sheffield Wednesday, I've got you to finish last. I do like Sheffield Wednesday, I really hope they get their club sorted out, but yeah, at this point, I don't see anything other than last place. So yeah, sorry Sheffield Wednesday, I got you to finish bottom. Coming in at 23rd place, I've got Hull City. Now, I think this one is mainly due to the transfer embargo that they've got. Been banned from a transfer window. Not quite the best thing that you want to see, is it? Because every transfer window, you want to try and buy players and sell players, but they've been stopped from doing that, which is really annoying for their fans and their club. So yeah, I feel like Hull could struggle next season. Last season, they barely stayed up. They were very lucky. I thought it was very unfair for them to sack Ruben Sellers and possibly sack Liam Rossini at the start of the season anyway, because Liam Rossini did so well with them. You know, 7th place, that's a really good placement in the Championship, but they still sacked him. Ruben Sellers got them to stay up, sacked him. So it's only a matter of time as to when their current manager gets sacked. It's like, if they don't get promoted or if they're in too much trouble, the manager gets sacked and they don't get much of a chance, do they? But yeah, Hull City, I'm sorry, I've got you to go down in 23rd place. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And finally, moving on to the final team I've got going down, I've got Oxford United. Now, this one wasn't an easy one to call. I think the relegation scrap could be very tight between like 5, 6, 7 teams next season, and of course 3 teams have to go down, and unfortunately I've chosen Oxford United to be one of them. I do like Oxford, you know. I think they can be a very strong side. You know, last season they proved that under Gary Rowett. When he came in, they performed really well. Unfortunately next season I feel like they could have potentially second season syndrome, but you know, Oxford I think they do have what it takes to stay up, but again, only 3 teams go down, and I think I've chosen Oxford United to be that final team to go down. And yeah, sorry Oxford fans, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Okay, moving on to the 3 teams that I've got just surviving the drop. In 21st place, I've got Charlton Athletic. In 20th place, I've got Preston North End, and in 19th place, I've got Wrexham. Starting out with Charlton Athletic, who came up through the League One playoffs. I thought they performed quite well in that League One playoff final against Leyton Orient. And at the end of the day, if you win, you get promoted, don't you? You know, it doesn't matter whether it's 1-0, 2-0. If you win, you get promoted. And I feel like Charlton were very, very strong last season in League One under Nathan Jones. I thought defensively they were quite good. Going forward, they were okay. And I feel like next season, with their good signs that they've made, I think they could have enough to stay up. So yeah, I really back Charlton next season. Good luck, Charlton, and yeah, I've got you guys to stay up in 21st place. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Okay, moving on to 20th place, I've got Preston North End. Preston, I feel like could be either very good or very mediocre next season. I think I've gone for the latter. Last season they didn't do too much exciting, did they? They were pretty much up and down the table quite a lot, but the vast majority of the season they hung around that bottom three survival zone area. They have made quite a few good signings, one of them being Thierry Small from Charlton, and I know Thierry Small very well. He used to be a Southampton player, and I really hope he does well there. But I've got Preston to be in another relegation scrap but survive it. I feel like they've got enough quality to stay up anyway. And yeah, Preston are staying up for me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, Preston fans. Okay, then moving on to Wrexham. Now, I feel like next season, the main aim for both Wrexham and Charlton next season is to stay up, try and survive the drop. And I feel like both teams are going to do it. I feel like Wrexham were very, very strong last season. Very, very good. Lots of quality. They scored a hatful of goals last season, and the scenes when they got promoted was insane. They have got some very, very good fans. I'm really looking forward to seeing them down at St Mary's in just over a week time. Going to be very exciting, that one. And yeah, I feel like Wrexham will have enough to stay up. I feel like if they do end up losing to us, I feel like they will then try and plough a lot of money into players that they want to get, and I feel like they will have enough money to stay up. So yeah, Wrexham are going to stay up for me in 19th place. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, Wrexham fans. Okay, then moving on to the three teams I've got surviving a bit more comfortably. In 18th place, I've got Portsmouth. In 17th place, I've got Watford. And in 16th place, I've got Stoke City. Starting out with Southampton's arch rivals, Portsmouth. Now, as much as lots of Saints fans, including myself, would love to put them in the drop zone, I just don't think that will happen with them next season. I think they will have the qualities to stay up. I think Fratton Park, the performances at that stadium will be key for them next season. I think the away form could do with a bit of fixing up, but I feel like the main aim is to try and make Fratton Park a fortress next season, and I think they will do that. I think their manager in Mousinho is very, very good, and yeah, I've got Pompey just stay up, unfortunately. Yeah, let me know in the comments, Pompey fans, what do you think of my prediction? I've got you to stay up in 18th place. 17th place then, I've got Watford. Now, Watford is a tricky one to predict because, again, they've now got another brand new manager, so you have no clue how well they're going to do next season under the new manager. Again, I feel sorry for the fans. Each season, Watford sack their manager, and it's really hard for their fans to, rely on their owners, because every single season they're constantly going through the motion of going like, how good is this manager going to be for us? Is he going to get us promoted? Are we going to be in trouble with him? It's pretty much like that with Watford at the moment. So I've gone with near the middle, 17th for Watford. I'm really struggling with Watford at the moment. I genuinely, this could be wrong, and I'm all for it, but yeah, difficult one to choose this one. So yeah, 17th place for Watford for me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Now moving on to 16th place, Stoke City. Now I like Mark Robins. He's a very good manager. Did very well at Coventry City over the years that he was with them. Got them promoted from League 2, promoted from League 1, and got them into the playoffs a few times in the Championship. And I feel like with Mark Robins, as soon as it clicks, Stoke will start to do quite well. But ever since they got relegated, Stoke haven't finished anywhere between 16th, and they haven't finished any higher than 16th, really, have they? So I've got them to finish pretty much where they usually do, but I feel like Stoke will be much better when it comes to performances next season. And yeah, 16th place for Stoke for me. What do you guys think in the comments if you're a Stoke fan? Okay, then moving on to the three teams that I've got finishing around mid-table. In 15th place, I've got Derby County. In 14th place, I've got Queen's Park Rangers. And in 13th place, I've got Bristol City. Starting out with Derby County then, under John Eustace. Now, I think Derby will work wonders under John Eustace next season. He's a very, very good manager. He had Birmingham doing well, he had Blackburn doing well, so who's to say that he can't do well at Derby as well? And yeah, I feel like Derby could do very well next season. Their signings look quite good. I think they look quite strong next season. So yeah, 15th place, they could very well finish a lot higher because it's John Eustace, but I've gone with 15th place for now. So yeah, if you're a Derby fan, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll go to finish 15th mid-table. Moving on to Queen's Park Rangers then. Now these guys have been in a bit of a mid-table sort of situation over the past 2 seasons now, haven't they? But I feel like they will have enough to stay up. Their signings look quite good. I think they will be much better next season than what they were last season and the season before. So yeah, mid-table for QPR for me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments if you are a QPR fan. I think it will do quite well. Moving on to Bristol City then in 13th. Now with Bristol City, they did really, really well last season. Made it to the playoffs. Unfortunately, they did get absolutely hammered by Sheffield United, 6-0 on aggregate in the playoffs. Very, very good season from Bristol City overall though. However, with the change of management, we don't exactly know how well Bristol City are going to do next season. So I've gone with mid-table. I think they'll do okay, but I don't think they'll be doing as well as they did last season. So yeah, 13th place for Bristol City for me. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Moving on to the 3 teams I've got finishing just inside the top half. In 12th place, I've got Blackburn Rovers. In 11th place, I've got Middlesbrough. And in 10th place, I've got Millwall. Starting out with Blackburn in 12th place then. Now, last season, I got proven wrong heavily. I had them to go down last season, but instead, they had an absolute cracker of a season, much better than we all thought they would. After losing Sammy Smodics to Ipswich, we thought that they were going to have a much worse season than what they have been doing. But no, they had a very, very good season. They pulled out lots of good results. They had John Eustace for part of that season, and then also he moved on to Derby County, brought in a new manager. We thought they would struggle a bit more, which they did for a few games, but then they started clicking and got better results, and they gave Sheffield United a good go on the final day of the season. And I feel like if they keep that going, Blackburn could be quite strong next season and be quite steady again. So yeah, 12th place of Blackburn for me. If you're a Blackburn fan, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I think you will do quite well and finish in the top half. Moving on to 11th place then, just missing out of the top 10, I've got Middlesbrough. Could have surprised a few of you guys with this prediction, but I feel like I'm not overly convinced with the signing of Rob Edwards as a manager. It's given me like Luton vibes. Now, I'm not saying Middlesbrough are going to get relegated at all. I just feel like it could take a bit of time for their players to gel right into a system, and I feel like, it might work out for Middlesbrough. It's Middlesbrough, isn't it? They always do quite well each season in a championship. But I just have a feeling it might take a bit of time for his style of play to just sink into the players. And yeah, it might have a slow start to the season, but still finish top half of the table. So yeah, 11th place for Middlesbrough for me. If they finish higher than that, then fine. It's Middlesbrough. They always finish quite high on the table, don't they? But I'm going to go with 11th for now. So yeah, Middlesbrough fans, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I got you to finish just outside the top 10. It's still a good season though. Right then, 10th place, I've got Millwall with Alex Neil as their manager. Now, last season they did very, very well. Very nearly snuck into the playoffs. They were in a playoff race for the vast majority of the season. And I feel like Millwall will do what Millwall always do best, which is do very, very strong each season. And I just feel like Millwall's going to have a very, very good season and finish in the top 10 again. So yeah, Millwall fans, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I think you'll have a very good season. Boo! Now moving on to the 3 teams I've got just missing out of the playoffs. I've got 2 surprises in this one. In 9th place, I've got Swansea City. In 8th place, I've got West Bromwich Albion. And in 7th place, I've got Leicester City. Starting out in 9th place, I've got Swansea City. Now, their signings have looked quite good. Last season, towards the end of last season at least, they pushed on and got lots of really, really good results. At the start of the season, they were quite shaky. They were kind of stuck in around mid-table. But ever since their new manager came in, massively good results there, and I feel like if they carry that on for next season, then I think they've got a really, really good season on their hands next season, and yeah, I can see them doing quite well. So yeah, Swansea fans, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I've got you to finish in 9th place, right inside the top half. Right then, moving on to 8th place, I've got West Bromwich Albion. I think these guys will have a very, very good season, like they always do in the Championship. These guys never really finish below 10th, do they? So I feel like if I'm predicting them to finish 8th and I want to get the prediction correct, I feel like going 8th is probably the safe bet here. But anyways, we don't really know much about Ryan Mason, do we? He's a brand new manager to this league, so we don't exactly know how well he's going to do at West Brom, but I hope he does well. You know, I like West Brom. I think they're a good team, a very good club, and yeah, I feel like West Brom will have another good season. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments if you're a Baggies fan. Okay, moving on to 7th place, my team just missing out on the playoffs. I've got Leicester City. And this one might come as a shock to some of you, but I've mainly done this because of their points deduction. It's 9 points that I get being deducted. Now, although it is 9 points, it is Leicester City. They have the quality to get up there in the table. You know, it's only 9 points. All they really need is about like 3 or 4 wins, and then they're out of it. They're back into the positives, if that makes sense. But I feel like they've got to try and put that deduction behind them and really push forward next season. It's going to be hard to see what they're going to do, isn't it? Because they got Marty Cifuentes as their manager. Could do quite well with Leicester, but you know, he's a brand new manager. We don't know much about him other than when he was at QPR. And yeah, I just have Leicester to just miss out on the playoffs. But next season, I feel like they will push on and get to the playoffs, or even a top 2 if they don't make it this time round. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments if you're a Leicester fan. I think if you do make it into the playoffs, fair enough. You know, I can see that you are Leicester, and all you need is like 3 or 4 wins, and then you'll be fine. But yeah, I've got you guys to just fall short of the playoffs. Let me know your thoughts in the comments if you are a Leicester fan. Okay, then moving on to the 4 teams that I've got making the playoffs. In 6th place, I've got Norwich City. In 5th place, I've got Sheffield United. In 4th place, I've got Birmingham City. And in 3rd place, I've got Coventry City. Kicking things off with Norwich City in 6th place then, I think the recruitment of Liam Manning and all the people that they've brought in to replace their good players have been very, very good. You know, the signings of Harry Darling and lots of other players that they've brought in have been very good. When they've lost players this season, they've then replaced them straight away, and I think that's a very, very good very, very good way of going about the transfer window. You know, if in case you got someone going, always have someone lined up to replace that player, and I feel like that's what Norwich have done. I feel like next season they're going to be much stronger under Liam Manning. Could take a bit of time for the players to get clicking together, but I think it won't take that long. You know, I feel like Norwich will be a very, very strong asset next season and get back into the playoffs. So yeah, 6th place for Norwich City for me. What do you guys think on that one? Moving on to 5th place, I want Sheffield United. Now, this one might shock a few of you. Even though it's still in the playoffs, lots of people have got Sheffield United to finish 3rd, mainly because they're another parachute payment team. But overall, I'm not heavily convinced with the signing of Ruben Sellers. Yes, he's a former Southampton coach. Yes, he's done very well at Reading and Hull. There's no disrespect for Hull and Reading. Sheffield United are a parachute payment team, and I feel like going from Hull straight to Sheffield United is a bit of a jump and a bit of a risk. And I know in football, sometimes in life you have to take risks, but I feel like maybe it could take a bit of time for the players to gel. Could take a while for them to get lots of results in. And, you know, it's Sheffield United, they could get lots of results in, but I'm just not heavily convinced with the signing of Ruben Sellers. He could be very good, but obviously overall we don't exactly know how well they're going to do under him, do we? At least it's still a playoff. So Sheffield United fans, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I got you to finish 5th and inside the playoffs. Moving on to my 4th places, which is Birmingham City. Now, again, I think this one is self-explanatory. I feel like last season, they absolutely blew everybody away. We all knew that they'd get at least around 100 points, but to break the all-time EFL record and get 111 points is absolutely insane to me. And I feel like if they're going to be that good in League One, surely with the amount of money they've got, they're going to be good in the Championship as well. I feel like they're going to be trying to get back to their best, and especially look at the signings they've made so far, by the way, especially the signing of Tommy Doyle. How did they manage to get that one through the door? That one's crazy to me, but they managed to do it, so fair play to Birmingham, and I just feel like next season they're going to be very, very good. I think St Andrews is going to be a fortress. I think they're going to be very, very good and very strong, very hard to beat. So yeah, and I'm really looking forward to that opening game between Birmingham and Ipswich. That's going to be an absolute cracker. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you're a Birmingham fan, I'll go to finish in 4th place. Right then, moving on to 3rd place, I've got Coventry City. Now, massive shout out to Mattis B. I watch his content a lot. He's a Coventry fan on here. Very, very lovely guy. Lots of very good content, and massive congratulations on 100,000 subscribers, by the way, Matt. Well deserved. You've earned it. Congratulations. And I feel like Coventry will do very, very well next season, especially under Frank Lampard. Last season, they had a slow start like they normally do under Mark Robins, and then surprisingly, they sacked him. I didn't see that coming. I thought Coventry would still keep Mark Robins, but when Frank Lampard came in, he took them from 17th up to the playoffs. How many managers can do that with one team? I don't know. But that was a very, very impressive season for Coventry City. Going from 17th to the playoffs is very impressive. But with Frank Lampard starting at Coventry next season, I feel like they're going to do really well with the players they've got. Jack Rodoni, Mason Clark, Ellis Sims, Haji Wright. They've got lots of quality on that pitch. I think they're going to do very well. So yeah, 3rd place for Coventry for me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments if you are a Sky Blues fan. And then there was 2. Southampton or Ipswich Town. Who have I got to win the Championship? In 2nd place, I've got Southampton. In 1st place, I've got Ipswich Town. Starting out with my team, Southampton, that I've got going up through the automatics in 2nd place. Now, some of you might think it's biased, but I feel like overall it's self-explanatory as well. The quality we've got, yes, last season we didn't have the best season. We finished with 12 points. Easily the worst Premier League season we've ever had. It was atrocious. We went through 3 managers. We went through Russell Martin, who got sacked in December. We went through even Juric, that got sacked around March time. And then we had Simon Rusk, who wasn't that good either. And I feel like next season, under Will Still, will be much, much better. So far during pre-season, I know it's pre-season, but our results have been quite good. We've had 1 loss, but it wasn't like a heavy loss. It was just like, some of our stuff could have been a bit better there. It was that sort of loss. So it wasn't like a massive loss to be worried about, But yeah, the quality that we've got, up front is very good. We've got Ross Stewart, Cameron Archer, Adam Armstrong. We've got Damien Downs now, who I think will be very good. His first goal during pre-season was very good. If he can just make shots like that and make them count, will be very good as well. And obviously we've got the likes of Jay Robinson, lots of really young talent as well. Midfield, we've got Flynn Downs, Tyler Dibling, if we manage to keep him, Mateus Fernandez, who is the main player that we need to try and keep. We've got the likes of Will Smallbone, Joe Rebo, 2 players who are very good at this level. And obviously look at our defences. Yes, we've got Jack Stevens, who is quite mistake prone, but he's still our captain. We've still got him. Joshua Quasi, who's very, very quick. We bought him from Germany. I think he'll be very good for us. Ronnie Edwards, we've got the likes of Taylor Howard-Bellis still, if we still keep him. And goalkeepers Gavin Bazzuno and McCarthy. Ramsdale's gone on loan to Newcastle, so it's going to be very difficult. We might need to buy like a 3rd goalkeeper or use one from our academy if we want to, have 3 goalkeepers for next season. But yeah, overall, I think we'll do very, very well under Will Still. And the one good thing about Will Still that I'm looking forward to next season is that he adapts. What he does is he'll look at the opposition that he's up against and he'll adapt the team in a way that he thinks will work against that opposition. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to next season under Will Still. And yeah, I've got Saints to finish in second. Let me know your thoughts if you're a Saints fan. Up the Saints! And then finally, my champions of the championship, I've got Ipswich Town in first place. Look, I think they look very strong next season. I'm really scared for their team. Their quality is so much better than a lot of the teams in the championship. You know, the players that they've got, Philogene, they've got Hutchinson still. They've still got the likes of Smodics, Jack Clark. They've got the likes of Sam Morsey still. They've still got lots of good players in that squad, and I feel like they're going to have enough quality to win the championship and go back up to the Premier League with us. And you know, it's very difficult to see them not finishing in the top two with the quality that they've got. And again, I'm looking forward to that opening game between them and Birmingham. That's going to be an absolute cracker. I can't wait to watch that one. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. If you're an Ipswich fan, I'll go you to win the championship and go back up to the Premier League. Let me know your thoughts. So yeah, guys, that wraps up my official championship table predictions for next season. I hope you've all enjoyed. As always, please feel free to share your thoughts and predictions down in the comments, and also smash a like on this video, subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for my Premier League predictions. And I hope you all have a brilliant day. See you later, everybody.